Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Everybody okay? So the question remains: you want to grow, so you want. Hey, stop and smile. So you want to grow. Thanks for hitting the like. How are you doing? So you want to grow. It's a good question, ain't it? Growing, growing your channel takes a lot of work, right? We all know that. You just can't sit back there and just expect to get views and money. But the good thing about that is there's hope, you know. By using your smarts, what you want to do is understand how the system changes every day. Yeah, you got to find a niche. I couldn't find you for a while. I had to ask Mickey what your exact channel was. Hey, Princess Fame, thank you for finding me. So, oh, well, you got to have a niche, right? Everybody's saying that now. Well, it's true. You got to have a niche. But check this out. You got to change with times, right? You, it's okay to have a niche. There's no problem with that. But it's okay to change. You know, change your channel, change your views on your channel, change how you what it is you're doing. If you go from cooking to fishing, thank you. I appreciate your knowledge too. If you go from cooking to fishing to working out, it's okay to have a niche. There's no problem with having a niche. But how can you grow if that's all you have? If you only have a niche of cooking tuna fish every day or fixing, hey, UK scrapper, it's okay to go from doing one thing and then to another. Yeah, I know everybody says in YouTube, you got to have a niche. You got to have you got to have a specialty on your channel so you could have a target audience, so you could have advertisers. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, that's true. But how can you grow your channel if you're only doing one thing? What if you want to do more than one thing? One niche, two niche, five niches. A lot of people think, well, you can only do this and that. No, no. Change. Change how you think. It's okay to be when you networking channel, right? You know how you call those when you're growing your channel. It's okay to do that. It's okay, like B&O, Farmall, all these other channels that does the growing streams, but then they also do the Deer Park, um, Deer Park. Um, he has a growing channel. He helps the small channels. But if you go to his other, to his mainstream channel and see his farming life, you could see that he just doesn't do the networking thing. He has a farm and he shares that. So not two or three different things going in there. He could do the farming thing. He could do the family thing. There's another channel, Gil Skills, right? You seen that channel? He shows you when he's out there scraping, but then he shows you his family life, and then he shows you the network thing where you network. Same thing with Pusa Studios. They do the Spin of Fortune. Where they play the game with the where everybody networks. But then he'll show his kids. He's going out there shopping with his kids and his wife. They're going out there doing a trip. You see, the niche is important. But what's more important is helping your channel grow by doing different things, doing different niches, doing more than one thing. And if you nobody's watching my channel, then change it. Do another niche and keep finding out until you could feel what your channel's about. Yeah, you want to scrape stuff, right? Now you're scrapping metal and you're scrapping electronics. Nobody's watching. Then you do add to that, because I know you might love scrapping. You might love fixing cars, But if it ain't working right, you add another thing to that. It's okay to have one or two or three or five niches. Like a niche is like a thing, like a specialty. It's okay to have more than one. It's okay to have five. You know, and I know people always say, sorry about that. People always say, you can only do one thing. No, you can't. You could do more than one. You could do more than one thing. You could do 3 or 5 niches. Right now, YouTube is just getting better and better with the analytics. Let's say if you're doing a live stream right now, you could do your highlights on your live stream and hit a little button in there and takes highlights from your videos and saves it and do a whole video with that instead of doing a 2 or 3 hour live feed, which is just 3-4 straight hours. You could take highlights from that stream and start making videos. You could look at your analytics and see how your video is performing in terms of views right away. Because now the analytics it updates like within 15 minutes. You don't got to wait for a whole day like you used to find out how's your numbers and your videos. It's just getting better and better and stronger. The new Beta Studio. So that'll help you, just pick from your niche, right? But also you can see how it's performing. How's your niche? Look at the Funnel Vision. They will. Look at the Funnel Vision. They are a family channel, but they go on vacations. Now have a farm and they'll do music. They had gaming at first. They made different channel, but now they are. Exactly. And that's what Stopping Smaller Roses said. They just keep at it. And the thing is, if you want something bad enough, they're all linked. Exactly. All linked. Just keep at it, man. Even if you get 0 subscribers watching your chat, or you get 5 views for your videos, hey, Gaming Prince, how you doing? They are a huge channel. Oh, who is that? Look at Funnel Vision. They are family. Funnel Vision. Exactly, with toys and reviewing. And the thing is, you gotta have traffic, right? I mean, you could do a whole bunch of million videos if you don't know how the algorithm. Yeah, Funnel Vision. Yeah, let me check them out. If you don't have like, you gotta know what you're doing in your channel. If you're expecting, to grow, you just can't have a channel and not just do nothing. Like offer something. It could be offer help, coaching. Offer something in your channel and then go from there. Just don't stay stuck at helping. Do helping and then other things, other niches inside your channel. And I know everybody says, well, you got to have a niche, just one thing. That's true, but that you cannot grow by just doing one thing in your channel. The best way around that is to have more than one thing in your channel. Have more. And if you believe in your channel, just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Don't lay back. Like my channel, I like to give out information. And then later on, I may or may not, maybe tomorrow, I got like some more updates on some new features from YouTube. And I want to write them all down to give you the specifics. And, I usually do that once or twice a week. But I'm also incorporating my life. As you can see me at work. You can see me driving, working out. You'll see me shopping more. Because you know what? I decided not just to be information channel like I used to. I've mixed up my channel up a bit and drawing more people in it. Exactly. Hi, Miss How you doing? Yes, Scrapper, UK Scrapper. And I noticed that too. See, YouTube notifications, like I don't see UK Scrappers channel because I don't get notified. So what I have to do is go to his channel and reset the notifications button, because YouTube will send me his notifications within 24 hours just 3 times. The notifications algorithm was reset as of last week. That new, hey, how you doing, Elizabeth? The algorithm notification bell, how it works is YouTube will send you information. Let's say if you did a video, Monica, Elizabeth, right? You did a video, and there's a new video. YouTube within 24 hours will send notifications out to all your subscribers. If Elizabeth and Monica and Miss Nolans, if y'all did a video right now, YouTube will send notifications out within 24 hours only 3 times. Hey, Catracho, Dios te bendiga. Thank you for coming over. Apoya a todo el mundo aquí si no lo tiene. YouTube, if you do a video in one video in 24 hours, that video would get notifications out only 3 times in 24-hour period. That's a new feature that they have. They improve the notifications algorithm with that feature. So what happens is, let's say if you did one video right now, hey Elizabeth, if you do one video and then you did another video, well, that other video won't get notifications, because in one period, in one 24-hour period, YouTube sends out notifications 3 times on one video. I'm not going to get notifications for the other 4 videos, only for the one video, because it only does 3 times in one day for one video. So let's say if you don't do a new video, what happens is the notifications that were sent out to me only 3 times. So it's not that the YouTube bell is broken. It's not. That's how the algorithm for notifications work. And YouTube is being more open and giving us information on how it works. Because a lot of people keep saying, I didn't get notifications, it's broken. It's not broken. How it works is, in one day, whatever videos you made, YouTube will send out notifications saying, hey, Elaine Smart just made a video. 3 times they're going to send out that notification to all your subscribers. So within a 24-hour period, if you don't respond to that notification, that's it. You know, so let's say if you're driving, if you're walking, if you see a notification from your creator, right? If you ignore it, YouTube does not keep sending out more notifications. So you got to be aware of it. You know, YouTube is not going to tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, look, if you don't see it and if you don't respond to it, YouTube, the algorithm is going to say, well, Elaine Smart and Elizabeth, they didn't respond to your notification, to your video. So guess what? We're going to make a note of that. So you go into your algorithm. I mean, you could go into your metrics. You could go into your channel, go under analytics and see the notifications area, right? And it'll tell you who saw the notifications and who didn't respond. Let's say that the notifications were sent to you. Everybody there, y'all didn't respond to my video. YouTube is going to say 5% of your subscribers is not responding to your notifications. 10% of your subscribers is not responding. And you see that information on the new feature on the notifications bell. You can see that percentage. I know all these numbers are confusing, but that's the only way to grow. Because now the algorithm is being more open with information. YouTube is giving you all this insider information like for only developers. Like in the past, only the top developers and computer people knew what all these numbers meant. But YouTube wants you to grow. YouTube is making it easier now. What they're doing is they're giving you all these numbers to help your channel. Because when you do videos, unless if you're a big time YouTuber, right? If you don't care about growing, you won't care about these numbers. You know what I'm saying? Who cares about notification bell? Look at me. I showed up and everybody started looking at me. I don't got to do a lot of work. But when you're trying to grow a channel from zero to hero, when you're trying to go from 0 to 1,000, like we are, when you're trying to get monetization, like everybody is, everything counts. All this information counts to help you. Because notifications gives you a lot of watch time. Whenever you get notifications, that algorithm gives you watch time. And you can see that watch time on your analytics. You know what I mean? How else are you going to grow your channel if you don't know how to use the metrics? Right? You could buy views. You could do all those things. Who wants to do that? It's too costly. You want to do it organically. You want to get subscribers and you want to know how the stuff works so you can grow. Well, how can you grow? What's all this information? Well, notifications is real important. It'll tell you what percentage of the people that's your subscribers is hitting the notification bell on your channel. So if you have 1,000 subscribers, it'll tell you when you look at it, how many of the subscribers on my channel hit notification. Because I could subscribe to your channel, Elaine, Kicking It with Karen. I could subscribe to your channel, but if I don't hit notifications, right, am I really a true subscriber? I mean, yeah, in a way I am. But when you hit notifications and you're a subscriber, you can see what percentage of your subscribers on YouTube is hitting notifications bell. And guess what? It'll tell you how many hit all notifications. Because it's okay to get a notification bell thing, but it's even better if you hit all notifications. So like that, I keep blocking myself out. I don't know how am I doing that. Oh, okay. I hit the camera. So the thing is, if you know how notifications work and how to use that to your advantage, right? You'll do videos and remind people to hit notifications because that brings you watch time. And it'll tell you how much watch time your subscribers is giving you through notifications. It'll tell you. If you go to your youtube.com, log into your YouTube channel, go under analytics, hit channel analytics, and right on the right hand side, you're going to see bell notifications. You're going to see the algorithm right in there giving you the numbers. All of these things didn't matter 5 years ago because it was too advanced. 5 years ago, all of this, what I'm talking about, it sounded like computer talk. You know what I mean? When I started YouTube in 2006, for me to do videos, I had to know source code. I had to know how to program by writing a whole bunch of stuff and using numbers to measure my bold type, how to insert my videos and pictures in YouTube. It's like programming, like in 2006. And YouTube just made it easier through the years with plug and play stuff, right? And that's what they're doing now. Right now, this sounds like rocket science, but it's not. When you look at these numbers 2 years down the road, you're going to say, wow, that's easy. This is some easy stuff. Now it's like, who needs this? We all need this. You know why? Because when you're trying to grow your channel from zero to hero, you want to make your channel bigger, right? So what you want to do is know how the stuff works. Well, I need more watch time. You do. And what's watch time? What is this thing called watch time? Watch time. Who needs it? Hello, chocolate. I'm getting bit by these bugs. What's watch time? I need it. I got to do a live stream. Watch me all night. That's great. But The algorithm does not know what watch time is. It's an artificial intelligence. It doesn't know what time is, what's hours. How the algorithm is set up is it needs to know who's in your platform, who's coming to your platform, who's staying and who's leaving. Sessions. Sessions is way more important than watch hours. Watch hours is an indicator, is a thing that we go by as humans. We go by hours. We need hours to know what time it is. But the algorithm has no clue how many subscribers you have. The algorithm doesn't even care. The algorithm doesn't even care if you're making a nuclear bomb to blow up Iceland. It's still going to put you out there. You know, the the algorithm does not know stuff. The policies, the rules are made by humans. So when you have watch hours and the algorithm sees that, they need to know what the algorithm needs to know is who's staying and watching you and who's leaving over to Facebook, who's leaving the house. That's what the only thing the algorithm cares about. Those are called sessions. When you start a session, and there's one person on there, that's more important than having 100 people watching your videos and leaving and coming and networking and staying and leaving and coming and networking. Sometimes you see people that has like 100,000 views and they're not monetized because of the fact that views and watch hours, that's not the determining factor on what gets you monetized and what gets you to a certain amount of watch time to get you monetized. What matters in order for those hours to count is the sessions, and people got to understand how the algorithm works. And I'm here to make you smarter on YouTube. I'm here to make you aware that being smart is how you're going to get viewers. You don't got to break your neck and do all these hard things. Just be smart. When you start a session, when you start a YouTube, hours and all that, know what your channel is bringing into the table. Like, if you do like a growing network channel thing where people come and go, that's okay. That's okay because you're helping others. But if you're concerned about views, what's more important is do something on your platform that's going to bring sessions, durations, and ending sessions. Those are all terms that you should Google and find out what it really means. Artificial intelligence is not artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence networks don't go by like what humans think. They're programmed, and artificial intelligence networks like YouTube, which has one of the best ones in the world, they want you to stay here because that's what the advertisers want. So it's like when you program your brain to go work out, right? You're programmed to hit the gym to stay in shape, and that's all you do. If you go to the gym and lift weights or go running and jog and all that, if you do that, you know that that's going to get you in shape. But imagine if I jump in the middle and say, well, you should not work out with the weights. You should do this. You should do that. Your brain is already programmed to lift weights and go jogging and swimming and stay in shape. You see, that's how the algorithm is. It's programmed to operate how the programmers tell it to operate, because it's not a human. It's artificial intelligence. When you have neural network, see, on YouTube, our artificial intelligence, the network, is like what you call a learning network now in artificial intelligence. It knows what you like now. It doesn't make suggestions based on history. It learns you. It learns your channel, your habits. So you don't keep getting served the same French fries. Well, I know you like French fries, so I'm gonna give you potatoes left and right. You're gonna get sick of that. You also like steak, you like broccoli, you like different things. So now the algorithm knows that you like food, different kind of foods, not just one. Just because of the fact that I ate French fries right now does not mean that I just like to eat French fries. The old YouTube was giving you the same French fries, and you was leaving. The new algorithm, that's a learning algorithm, now doesn't want you to leave. It wants you to stay on the platform. So it uses sessions to do that. Sessions is just a method of the algorithm to calculate and figure out, what your channel is doing and what you're doing to keep people on it. Remember, the algorithm wants you to stay on YouTube, doesn't want you to leave. So it's programmed to say, stay here, please. We're not going to just give you French fries. We're going to offer you chicken wings and potato salad and salad. We're going to give you souffles and steaks. We're going to give you food, but not just one food, because we want you to stay. In the past, the algorithm was just giving you French fries, suggesting the same things, and you're like, I'm tired of this. I'm leaving. No, the YouTube algorithm wants you to stay. Now, the new one that came out this year, right? It doesn't go by it's not a neural network no more. It's a learning algorithm. And I want you to stay. I keep saying that. Why? Because I want you to learn it. I got to get up early, catch you later. Okay, UK, appreciate you. So now the algorithm, if you learn how it works, you do things to keep your people here, because the algorithm rewards you for that. So now, if you did 5 hours on your video, but nobody was staying, they were coming and going, and you had like 55,000 likes, that's great. But the reason people gave you a like, it could have been because you reminded them, which is great. The algorithm has no clue what a like is. It has no feelings. The algorithm is a machine, right? It's programmed, like I just told you. So when you hit a like or a dislike, you're still going to get credit for a dislike. You could have 20,000 dislikes, and you're still going to get credit, because the dislike and the like button is a way of telling the algorithm ways to keep people on YouTube, because that's what the advertisers want. So the algorithm needs direction, and that direction is the like button, who stays, who comes, and is learning now. So yeah, you could have 1,000 likes, right? That's great, because now, people see that, hey, they like what they're seeing. The advertisers see that a lot of people like your channel, whatever your content was, right? Hey, how you doing, Pure, the real Kima? Hello, Chocolate, Mint Mouse. And so now the algorithm learned your channel, and it's not giving you the same French fries. It's giving you food choices. Yeah, French fries is food, but you're not getting the same suggestions that's chasing you away. Now the algorithm is giving you suggestions to make you want to stay. The algorithm is learning you. You see what I'm saying? So now you're saying, like, whoopsie-doo, how does that help me? Well, if you know how the algorithm works, your next videos, you won't do a 20-hour video because you want to do long duration videos, blah, blah, because it doesn't work by hours and time. The algorithm has no idea what time it is. You know what I mean? But it does know that people is coming and going and staying on YouTube. So now you could do a half an hour video with a whole bunch of people staying, right, and watching your video, versus people coming and going somewhere else. The algorithm tracks that. It's like, when you're at a party and you check your code in and you go party and go dance. Well, people know you're in there because you check your code in, or your car. It was parked by the valet. But when you leave, you get the ticket out and you leave. So YouTube does that. It tracks who comes into the party and who leaves to another party. Well, you're like, well, how can my channel grow? I just want subscribers. I want watch time. You will. You will get it with patience. What do you mean patience? Patience is like knowing how it works, so you don't work hard for nothing. A lot of people waste a lot of their lifetime chasing hours and doing live streams forever because they want to get monetized real fast. You can still do it that way, but the smartest way and the fastest way and the more effective way is to learn how the algorithm works and how it rewards you. How does it reward you? It gives you sessions. No, it doesn't give you sessions. It rewards you with your sessions. You know what I'm saying? If you bring in the people in and they're not leaving to Facebook and all that, they're not leaving a party. If you did 1 hour with 3, 4, 5 people and you did great with the sessions, nobody left the party, you're getting watch time hours now. But I know I sound like I contradicted myself. Watch time hours is human stuff. The people, me and you. The algorithm doesn't know what that is. But it rewards you by giving you the reward of watch time. What is that? That sounds confusing. The reward of watch time, it brings a requirement. Just because my clock says 1 hour went by, that's human time. 1 hour went by doing a video, I should get watch time. The session doesn't reward you if that was not quality watch time. The sessions have to be in there where people watch you. They stay there and they don't leave the platform. So that 1 hour you will get. But let's say 50 people came in and now give you a nice like and all that. That's great. But you'll probably get 20 minutes out of that wall. People saying, oh, wait a minute. I just did 5 hours. I'm getting gagged. YouTube hates me. It's not YouTube. The sessions, they gotta reward you. You know, the sessions, when the people come and go, you gotta know how to keep them. You gotta know what it is, what you're doing on your channel, right? If you're a big channel, you can just show up and brush your teeth and get 50,000 views. You know, you got a fan base. You don't worry about these little things. But when you're trying to go, again, from 0 to 1,000, everything counts. And when you're in a rush to get 1,000 hours, you want to get 4,000 watch hours, everything counts. You know what I mean? And that's what this information is, to help you make everything count. You know, in terms of growing your channel, that is. So watch time is important for us humans, but the algorithm is not human. And it's just not one. You have a lot of algorithms. You have a lot of algorithms on YouTube. Notifications algorithm, suggestions algorithm, the subscriber algorithm. That's the algorithm that purges out your subscribers. You know, when you get 10 people and then the next day half of it is gone? It's not YouTube. It's the algorithm, the subscriber algorithm. It's doing this math. It's figuring out, well, these people came to the channel, hit like, and then they disappeared. They didn't stay on the platform. And that's when you come in and say hit like. What's the expression? Hit like, commit, and stick, something like that. When everybody just sticking and committing, right? And you comment, because when you comment, you become authentic to YouTube. You know, the algorithm sees you not as spam, because spam does not talk to you. Spamming channels doesn't say, hello, Miss Nollins, hello, smell the roses, right? The algorithm, you know, when you come into a channel, right, and you don't communicate, spamming channels hide behind subscribers. The spamming channels that put artificial links and do stuff that, you know, spamming channels could steal your identity. You know what I'm saying? So when you do stuff without commenting and being authentic, which is why a lot of growing channels tell you, leave a genuine comment. You know, it's not telling you to leave a comment because it wants to torture you to death. Well, now we want you to watch a video and suffer. You know, if you're subscribing to other channels just for the sake of getting big, well, that's fine, because that's what networking channels are. You know, you're using organic channels, organic subscribers to get big and become popular and all that. That's fine. But when you're trying to grow your channel, you got to be smart and realize, well, if I leave a comment on that video, the YouTube algorithm, the subscriber algorithm, is not going to look at that channel as spam. Well, YouTube hates me. It's purging. It's doing the big purge. It's not YouTube. The YouTube algorithm, like I said, it's a lot of algorithms on YouTube, you got the suggestion algorithm. You got the algorithm now with the notifications bell. You see, all of these things is being exposed and being brought out by YouTube because we're getting smarter. As time goes by, like I remember when YouTube first started. Now it's so easier, but at the same time, it seems more complex because all this stuff in here, if you're not into computers, you're like, what is he talking about? I just want to get a subscriber and leave. That's fine. But the thing is, when you're trying to grow a channel and you come in over here for information, I'm trying not to make it boring because what I'm talking about is like way out there in terms of technology. It's channels that I subscribe to that's into building what you call this is what you call referral systems, referral networks, right? It refers, you know, things. So a referral network like YouTube has to work sophisticated in order for it to succeed for the advertisers. I keep saying that word because all of this, what I'm talking about, comes down to advertisers, the commercials, the people that pays the electric bill. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Fifi. We'll show you love to live. Exactly. So, and again, when she says I'm gonna show you love, it's because she wants to maintain that subscriber because the subscriber algorithm will think that channel is spam. Remember, spam doesn't talk to you. Spamware grabs your channel information, puts crappy advertisement, puts like porn sites on there, and is spamming your channel. It's spamming YouTube for free. So YouTube doesn't want that. So the algorithm, which works on a spamware, is like a spam. Again, I don't want to get too technical. The algorithm for subscribers is being operated with a spam system, spamware. So that's why you're always losing subscribers. I think last month I lost probably, and one day I was losing like 12 a day. You know why? Because sometimes I don't have the time to respond to the comments and to the subscribers to make it organic. And the YouTube algorithm, it purges them out. It's not that your subscribers are leaving you and they're using me to subscribe and then they don't subscribe to my channel. They do, but sometimes if you don't respond back in a proper way, or if the algorithm sees that you're subscribing unconventionally without remember, YouTube is a referral system, is a referral network, right? It's called, I don't want to complicate it, but the algorithm on YouTube refers and suggests stuff, right? When you have a network, artificial network intelligence that does that, and now you're getting subscribers on your own without the referral part, it's going to think that something is shady. It's going to think that your subscribers are spam, even though they ain't. So now what happens? Well, the subscriber algorithm is going to send you a notice. It's going to say, Miss Nollins is using capital letters. That might be spam. So now it's in the spam folder. Miss Nollins is using emojis with the heart. That might be spam now. So now it's in the spam folder. The subscriber algorithm is watching out for your channel. It's saying Adele Davis is sending out numbers, a whole bunch of numbers. So we're gonna put her in the spam folders to give you a heads up. So now the subscriber algorithm is protecting your channel, it's protecting YouTube, and now you got all these people in the spam folder. So what you do? Well, YouTube gave you access to their spam folders now, right? We're getting smarter now. We're getting sophisticated. YouTube thinks we're smart enough to handle this. So now you go to, instead of YouTube doing this and making the wrong choices, thinking it's spam, you got the option to find out, is Miss Nollins a spam channel? Is Adele, is Crystal a spam channel? Let me see. No, I know them, so I'm going to approve them. So the algorithm to make mistakes and delete their comments, which takes away your minutes when you delete the comments and all that because it's thinking spam. Now, you will get the minutes from Miss Nollins, Adele, If they say hello, goodbye, I love your channel, you'll get those minutes, right? Because it's not your fault that you were spammed. The process of them giving you watch time, you'll keep, but you won't keep their channel in terms of if you delete their comments and all that, they might go away thinking, well, she's not responding to me, so I'm going to unsubscribe, because they don't know that their comments was, they don't know that they made inappropriate comments without realizing, and it was put in your spam folders. So now you're doing your action to clean up your channel. You inadvertently deleted Adele's channel with the comments, right? Now Adele's like, well, I did say hello and goodbye. She didn't respond to me, so now, you know what? I'm gonna unsubscribe. See, the algorithm don't want to delete your comments. They want you to do it to prevent that. And now you're saying, well, Alex, what's all this you rambling about? Well, if you leave a subscriber and they leave you, your ad rates might plummet, right? You're not going to have people watching your channel for your advertisement. Your true fans are leaving because the spamware is deleting your comments. Again, the YouTube algorithm, in terms of the subscribers, its job is to purge out spam. But now YouTube gave us the opportunity for us to decide what's spam or not. So you go to your spam folder. Is it a bad thing if Ms. Nolan is in my spam folder? No, it's not a bad thing at all. If let's say motivational media, if they're in my spam folder, it's okay. That's a good thing. You know why? You want people to be in your spam folder because the algorithm is doing its job to protect your channel, right? It's saying, hey, this might be something here. Check it out. We're going to give you the choice to approve it or not. Just because Miss Nolan's, hey, how you doing, Kingdom Marriage? Hey, Adele, okay, I'll be here. Okay, Adele, I'll be here. Let's say if Kingdom Marriage is in my spam folder and they use capitals, that doesn't mean that I'm going to ban all capital letters on my channel. It's not a bad thing when your channel gets flagged for not flagged, but it's an awareness, really. It's not a flag, because flag is saying you're doing something bad. Whenever you see stuff in your spam folder, letters, emojis, don't forget YouTube makes millions of dollars with those emojis. So why would they ban you from using a heart emoji on your channel? Whenever you see anything in your spam folder, YouTube is doing its police job, its security job, from protecting your channel from real spam. If you know that my capital letters, it was a mistake, that YouTube thought it was spam. Why? Because when you use a continuous field of operation, let's say 25 capital letters in a row, 25 numbers in a row, that repeated number, that repeated function is considered spam. But by the subscription algorithm, and it's doing its job to prevent anything from hurting your channel. So just because things are in your spam folder doesn't mean that you got to stop using capitals. You got to stop using numbers. You got to stop using emojis. Because how in the world can you speak English without capital letters? How in the world can you do communication without numbers? And there's a lot of channels out here that says don't use numbers, don't use capitals, don't use this, don't use. Again, if your spam folders has information about capitals and emojis, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a heads up from the algorithm saying this might be spam because this has a spam pattern. You know, you're not going to get in trouble. It's nowhere in this world that YouTube will give you a community strike for using emojis. It's not in a policy. It's not written in a policy that says you can't use emojis and use this and use that. Again, you cannot speak English without capital letters. You cannot speak English without using numbers. You know, if I was to use, let's say I was doing research, and I sent you a message saying, well, my research indicated that 155,648,000 people are doing. I gotta write that number out. I mean, I gotta not spell the number, but put the number in numerals. It's impossible for me to talk to you writing that figure out. 100,658. That would take like 20 spaces. I'm gonna have to use two fields just to write one sentence, spelling out the whole number. So that's what I'm saying. You could use numbers and emojis or anything to that effect. And even if this reports that YouTube Underground somehow reported that you can't use numbers and you can't use emojis or whatever, that's just rumors. You know, developers are not going to leak out information in terms of not to do stuff on YouTube. Developers, it's not going to leak out saying, well, if you use emojis, your channel ain't going to be doing this and that, because YouTube wants you to grow. YouTube wants you to become a big channel and make the money. So if YouTube thinks that using emojis and using capital letters is going to deter from advancing your channel, then it will put out emails and alerts from YouTube, the YouTube notification system. The real one is going to say, don't use emojis. Why in the world would YouTube keep it under wraps and say, hey, don't use emojis? Well, if they use emojis, their channel is going to get banned. Well, if the channel gets banned or flagged, that means YouTube is not going to make monetization off of you. And it's going against the whole business process. YouTube is not going to, if there's a process that's going to hinder your channel from growing, such as using heart emojis, see, think about it. YouTube will tell you, hey, YouTubers, don't use heart emojis because it's going to mess up your channel. You're going to get suspended. It makes it harder for YouTube to suspend your channel and give you a strike and do all these things that's going to prevent them from getting money off of you. If you're doing the wrong thing by using emojis and using the wrong things, YouTube will tell you. See, it's not like, well, don't do this because I think my channel is going to get spammed with emojis if you use the heart. If you do this, if you do that. See, it doesn't work like that. YouTube will let you know right off the bat what you can't and you can't do in your channel. I chat with creators. I go to the live streams. I'm not just talking with rumors here. I associate with stuff to make sure it's proper information. I've been doing that all my life. I don't go with rumors. I don't go with drama. I go straight to the source and give you straight from the source. I just don't operate like that. So if I'm giving you information on how this stuff works, it's not because I'm just making that up. I want you to grow your channel. But how can you grow your channel if you can't use the capital letters, if you can't use emojis? Oops, I used the emojis, the word's gonna blow up now. See, again, YouTube gets millions of dollars for these emojis. So why would they tell you not to use a heart? But what would they tell you that? Don't use the capital letter. Well, oops, I just used the capital letter. Okay, now you're gonna get banned. You're gonna get a flag. Again, if you see stuff in your channel and you think that it's not spam when you look at it on your spam folder, then just approve it. And if you think it's spam, delete it. Just because it's in your spam folder doesn't mean that it's spam. Spam is commercial links. The meaning of spam has nothing to do with emojis, has nothing to do with capital letters, nothing to do with numbers. You could use all that on your channel because that's how you communicate. Spam is using illegal means to gain access for profit and all that, utilizing links and information. Again, don't get scared because you see stuff in your folder. The algorithm is doing its job. The subscriber algorithm is watching out for you. Okay, guys, y'all know I'll do 30 or 40 minutes of information. Now I'm going to read your comments. Okay, now I'm learning something new. Okay, hey, Ron, how you doing? Thank you for coming over. Everybody, y'all could help each other out. Online Motivation Media, that's a great channel. I want y'all to check it out. Anybody that's in here, I handpick and I watch them. They're real good channels. That's why I don't got 5,000 subscribers. I got handpicked subscribers. Thank you. I have yet to get real spam. What is spam? Well, Justin, spam is like when channels use your name and not use your name, but use links, and they fake their channels by putting links on there for business and other purposes. you know, to put their advertisement on there. Spam. That's what spam is. You know, like let's say I have a channel, and my channel is all about selling tires. So I come in there and without paying YouTube and without anything, I'm getting free advertisement. Or I could be a spam channel to try to get your passwords or to try to get your information and things like that. So spam is not a good thing. I've been here, listen, hey Bella, I work, oh man, I lost that one. So frustrating with the rumors circulating within clicks that leaks to the mainstream. Exactly. And see, like I said, when I report my information, I make sure that I research it before I put it out there. Like YouTube has a lot of plans, but you know, like at the beginning of the year, YouTube this year was going to make advertising a little bit harder. That meant like in order for you to get paid for AdSense, your channel had to get more than 1,000 views in 7 days. They was going to think about doing that. They still haven't done it. That's why I didn't report it. I just told you about it, but I didn't say it was true. So again, it's not rumor. It's just a thing that YouTube was considering because of the fact that a lot of people were getting free rides on their channels and not earning their take. So because of the fact that YouTube wanted to protect hardworking channels, they were going to make it a little bit harder. Not harder, but more authentic for you to. If your channel could get 1,000 views in a week, right? I know mine can because I'm an information channel. I mean, I can if I really want it, but y'all already know that my monetization is for charity, and I really don't care about commercials. So, but if you do, YouTube wants to reward your hard work. So what that means is they were considering this. I don't know if they're still going to do it, but this is like back in January. The YouTube, again, not rumors. The product manager suggested that maybe for you to get paid for one video, you need to get 1,000 views within 7 days. If you didn't do that, that video was not going to get money. They were going to suggest that, which is kind of hard. I think, you know, hey, Beja, I think like a lot of people here could probably get 1,000 views in 1 week. But see, you're confusing views too with monetized views. And that's the thing. To get monetized views, 1,000 is different than getting views from subscribers and viewers. You know, your subscribers is important for velocity, for when you put out videos for the first 24 hours. We all know that. But what's more important, sorry, I just dropped the phone. What's more important is that when you monetize, right, those monetized views, that's how you get a little bit more money. You know what I mean? And if your channel is doing great and you got great ad rates, let's say you get a CPM of $3, right? What that means is for every 1,000 views, you get $3. $3 is pretty good. But let's say if you get even a better CPM rate, let's say your channel does so good that YouTube decides to pay you $5 per CPM, right? So now your channel, every time somebody gives it 1,000 monetized views, you'll get $5. So in order to get $10, you got to have 2,000 views. In order to get $15, you got to have, and so forth and so forth. 3,000 views will give you $15. Now you're saying, damn, that's all? I know. You know, and they were considering doing 1,000 views in 1 week. Now, again, you get 1,000 views within 30 days now and get paid $5. But they were going to make it more stringent by doing 7 days for 1,000 views. That's kind of tough. Like, you're really going to depend on velocity and your subscribers. What velocity means is for the first 2 days, your video that's being watched by your subscribers is what gives it views, right? Anything else after that, non-subscriber views, click rate views, all the other stuff that it sounds technical, which is not, you know, when you get real-time views, it's great. But when you get monetized views, that's even better. So let's say for the first 2 days, all your subscribers is watching your video and is giving you velocity. That means you're going to get a whole bunch of views because you're going to count the outside views plus your subscriber views. Those are real-time views, right? So now you got the mixture in there of monetized views. So guess what? You got a good chance of getting 1,000 views, right? That's $5. AdSense, which is why I'm telling y'all, AdSense doesn't pay that much. It's better for you to do your own sponsorship deals and grab. Hey, Shanette, like Shanette, when she does her hair, I was watching her videos. She has a video that has almost 12,000 views in it. It was a hair product video. And that was like a while back. That video has a lot of views because of the fact that she, with the sponsored product thing, which is great. So I'm not sure how many of those views were monetized. Well, wait a minute. I don't think Shanette is monetized. But if she was monetized, let's say that 5% of those views, of those 12,000 views that she got, let's say they were monetized views, she would probably make like 40, 50 bucks. That's not a lot of money, right? In 1 month. But if she was sponsored by that product, that will make her a whole bunch more, depending upon how she broke that deal with that product company, like Mickey does, where she gets free bags and free products. Shanette, everybody here, and Jackknife, right? He does a lot of gaming. He's popular, right? Big channel with gaming. If he gets promoted from his gaming products, he'll make more money doing that in one shot than he'll do for the whole month on AdSense. Now, if you get super chats, you're like, well, what about super chats? That's great. But 40% of that is going to go to YouTube. So if you get $1, you're only getting 60 cents, which is better than nothing. But don't forget, now you're like, wow, Alex just keeps adding to this. I know, because that 60 cents, you got to pay taxes on that. So let's say if you got this year, let's say you got $5,000 on AdSense, right? Minus their cut, because you got to do the net, not on the gross. That 60 cents times whatever it is, let's say if you made 5,000, so you got to pay 25% depending on your tax bracket. I'm a self-contractor, 1099, so I get a bigger tax break. But if you're not a 1099 employee, which you should be as a YouTube business, 1099 self-contractor, you pay the Social Security, right, which is the employment tax, and Medicaid. That's 12. If you add both of those, that's 12.5, 11.5. You got to take 11.5 of that percentage of that which you just made every year, and pay taxes on that. Because if you don't, that's tax evasion. And now you're like, oh well, I don't got to pay, taxes on $3,000. Well, the government's going to say, well, for 2 years you didn't pay $5,000 last year. Before you owe like $15,000, so now we're going to penalize you. Penalties and fines could equal up to 40%. So if you owed 15, you could easily increase that to $25,000 in taxes for evasion with the penalties and fines. Exactly. You got to know that you got to understand you're running a business here. Again, I'm gonna read out the comments because I already done my the project I used in my hair growth video was a deal. I got paid for it. No AdSense, know your work. Exactly. See, Shanette, she knows what she's doing, right? She has a deal, and I think your hair grew 2 inches, right? And that's a great product endorsement right there. You show that your hair grew, and you showed it in your video. Those producers, that product sponsor loves that. See, you're giving them value. You're giving the product that you endorse value, and that gives your channel value. When you're running the business, you got to know, first of all, you got to know the product, right? And then if you use it, that's even better. You got to give it value. You got to know your product. You got to know if you're doing a service, training, working out, you got to know how to do that to give your channel value. See, again, YouTube pays you, but it doesn't pay that much with AdSense. How you get paid is using your authority. And when you grow a channel, this is real important. Because now we're not just out here growing and networking. We're out here getting smart. You know what I'm saying? I became successful in college, even though I wasn't the smartest guy. My family are doctors in business. All of my family's been in college. I'm not the smartest one, but I try hard to become smart. And that's what you got to do. You got to try harder to learn your business on YouTube. And never mind the fact that you might not be the smartest, but when you try harder, that makes you smarter. You know what I mean? Try harder, and it makes you smarter. If you're just gonna lay back and say, I'm getting paid, look at me, I'm monetized. Are you? Are you monetized? That's a great badge to have. But utilize that badge. Take advantage. Know that, like Shanette did with her product, right? Hey, how you doing, One Star? She used, she measured her hair and it grew it. You know what I'm saying? Hey Ron, how you doing? She grew it. And you can see, I think it was yesterday's video, this morning. I was driving all night and I saw it before I went to sleep. I left a quick comment. She looked real beautiful like she always does. And she measured her hair. I saw that video from, what is it, 6, 7 months ago? And her product worked. So what she endorsed, she believed in. Just like your channel. If you got 1 subscriber to your channel, if only 2 people watches, that's great. Because if you believe in your product and your channel, which is a product, it'll grow. It'll grow. Never mind that you don't got 50 million subscribers, right? You know, in this world, there's what, 5 billion people. Okay, that's a lot of people, right? It's so noisy here. You got 5 billion people, right? Some of them rich, some of them poor. They're people, right? They exist. Some of them live in mansions. Some of them live in huts and underground caves or whatever, right? The point is this. Just because your channel doesn't have 50 billion people and you're living in a mansion doesn't mean you don't matter. You know, all of those people, thank you, Shanette. When I served, right, just because the United States is powerful, we have a responsibility. With power comes responsibility. If you're weak, we'll protect you. And that's what Americans do, right? Because that's what we do. We protect the world because we're the most powerful nation in the world. With power comes responsibility. If Shanghai needs protection and they're too weak to get protection, we'll go out there and give our lives to protect them because that's what we do. We have that power. When your channel gets big, right, it doesn't minimize the fact that other channels don't matter because other worlds that we protect matter. We giving our lives to protect a small nation that cannot protect itself. If we thought that that nation was too small and that it didn't matter, we'll let it get killed. But in essence, we don't think like that. America will go out there to that nation to protect it because we're powerful. With power comes responsibility. So if your channel is small and teeny weeny, it doesn't matter. You're still important. That's why you see me in streams with 1 or 2 people in there for 2 or 3 hours. Then you'll see me with Charlotte Williams stream where it has a whole bunch of subscribers because it doesn't matter that even if Charlotte is big and let's say Stop and Smell the Roses is small, for me, you're still people and you still matter. You know what I mean? And again, not a lot of people think like this, but filter out the good and the bad. You know, go in there and realize that if you stay focused and if you learn your craft, exactly, you're right. Thank you. Be sure to thank you. Hit the thumbs up. Trinette, oh, I appreciate your always gives the best information. Thank you, Belle. Yeah, I love your channel too. I'm still waiting for your workout videos. Trinette's new video was awesome. Yeah, I saw that. Did you see that video, Ron? And it's nice the fact that she's pretty too. But for me, it's more about what you're offering. That video was very, very, you know, for the hair growth. It was very, very productive. And she added value to her product. I'm here at the Planet Fitness, guys. I appreciate and love all of y'all, man. That's how you do, you know. Alex smirk. That's coming waiting because I'm doing the food. That's nice. I want to see that. That's coming because I'm coming and waiting because I'm doing a full body transformation. Trying to have exactly. Trying to keep your body in shape. 2 months, Alex, I will have a mane. Nice. Mane is hair. Jeanette, you're welcome. Hi, how you doing? I got my my ID. There's a picture in the phone. Like it's like on an app, like the barcode.
Uh-huh.
You can see it. It's like on the app.
Oh, okay.
It's me phone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cameron, Lottie told me to get you. Oh, thank you.
What's the men's one? Men's soccer one?
Here's the last first for Arch, baby.
Right. Love your own.